Hi, I am just back from Goa, so I am trying to give my analysis. Like what is the present political situation in Goa, who has the advantage and everything. So I will start with one party which no one is talking about. That is MGP. I felt that definitely MGP is going to score more number of seats in 2022 assembly election uh, with compared to Aam Aadmi Party or TMC in these elections. So the seats they are in a good shape if I consider. So that is Mandrem, they are definitely good shape. Parnem, they are in a definitely good shape. They can win this seat. Prayal, they are also in a good shape. Markem, they have a good shape. Mayam and Sanvodem. So there are six seats. So where the fight will be mainly between BJP and MGP in Goa, and also there MGP candidates are doing good in Ponda. There is a constituency in the just in South Goa, so they are doing good. So almost six constituencies there will be BJP versus MGP fight. In one constituency there will multi-corner fight. Ponda is one of them. Now, after MGP, the party, there will be two seats, uh, Fatoda and Tivin. So, where the fight will be between Goa Forward Party and BJP. So, these are the two seats. You can expect a fight between Goa Forward Party and BJP. So, six seats, MGP versus BJP, and two seats, Goa Forward Party and BJP. Saligaon will be an interesting seat to watch what will happen. The political equation is not very clear, but the present MLA is from Goa Forward Party. Jai Salgaonkar is the present MLA, and he is also in a fight. And so the if you take 6 plus 2, 8 seats means I am considering Goa Forward Party 2 seats, and one seats Bicholim. There it will be three corner fight. There is a candidate Dr. Sethi, and so the fight will be between Dr. Sethi, BJP, and MGP. So that is the scenario. So the rest will be there. 31 seats the pending means six for the MGP and BJP is the fight. Two seats Goa Forward Party and BJP will be the main fight, and in one seat Bicholim where it will be three corner fight between an independent candidate MGP and BJP. So in the remaining 31 seats, the fight Congress is in definitely important player in this rest 31 seats. Though Congress they does not have candidate in seats like at present Siolim, Shiroda, Sangem. So all these constituencies, three constituencies, I can see very clearly that they don't have any present strong candidate in this area. But the demography is favorable for Congress in that part. Congress will put up some candidates, and that candidate will not perform very bad. Aam Aadmi Party, if we consider, so Aam Aadmi Party, they are in fight among means BJP versus Aam Aadmi Party. If we consider, so we can call it Bhalpoi. There can be a fight, but the Bishwit run is very strong against the previous BJP candidate. He joined Aam Aadmi Party. There can be in fight, but this Rane is very strong in that constituency. So Aam Aadmi Party can't win that seat. And in Porium, if you see the BJP candidate also joined Aam Aadmi Party. So not sure who is the Congress candidate, whether Mr. Pratap Singh Rane will contest from Congress once again or not. He is the present MLA. He's a very tall leader of Goa. But because of age factor and because of family issues, whether he will contest or not, I am not sure. So in that constituency, Congress Pratap Singh Rane is contesting. What will be the reaction from his son Vishit Rane? That also has to be watched. So that is a constituency that the equation is not clear. But the best chance for Aam Aadmi Party in Goa election 2022 is Benolim. So Aam Aadmi Party was able to win one JP seat out of 50 in the last JP election Goa, and Benolim is the JP seat. It falls under Benolim. That is one. It will be multi-corner fight. Churchill Alimo is important. He is the present MLA, so he will contest definitely. Congress will contest. Aam Aadmi Party will contest. Okay, and probably Mickey may also contest. There is Mickey is present in Congress, so if Congress does not give him ticket, so he may also contest as an independent candidate. So there will be multi-corner fight. So you don't need a great vote share like 50% vote share to win the seat. Probably you need 30% vote share to win that seat. And Benolim is the seat where Aam Aadmi Party can win. That is the best chance. The other seats where Aam Aadmi Party is doing good, definitely Navelim, there is a constituency. Navalim, the Luzin Faleria, the Congress MLA who joined TMC, it is his constituency. So in that constituency, the Aam Aadmi Party will do good. I mean, they will poll good amount of vote. And this one more constituency where Aam Aadmi Party probably can do good. That is the regional constituency. The Dominic Gavankar, who joined, who was a JP member, and he joined Aam Aadmi Party. So there, that is one constituency. Kurtorim, there Aam Aadmi Party also can do good, but in a realistic manner. So Aam Aadmi Party has a chance to win one seat. That is the Benolim. So I believe the fight will be finally turned into Congress versus Aam Aadmi Party in that constituency. Aam Aadmi Party can win that seat. Now come to TMC. So TMC does not have any chance to win any seat at this moment. So TMC had now presently two sitting MLAs who joined TMC. One is Luzin Falerio. Luzin Falerio, he has been nominated as the Rajya Sabha member from Goa. I'm not sure whether he will contest in that constituency or probably his son will contest, but they will not be in a position to win that seat. Now, if you take another constituency, the Sangam, where Prasad Gavankar, the independent MLA. Prasad Gavankar is a ST person. So in Goa also there are 10 to 12% ST population. So Prasad Gavankar, he is the TMC guy. He joined TMC, but at present he is not showing any activity with TMC. So I'm not sure that what will happen, whether he will remain in TMC or will join to Congress or any other party. That is not sure. So practically, if you consider that at present moment, I'm once again stressing at present moment because political scenario may change. So TMC is not in a position to win any seat at this moment. Now, there is a what I felt means I am traveling to Goa from last December, so I almost spent around 25 to 30 days in Goa so far in the last 6 months, if you consider. So there, what I felt that yes, there is severe anti-incumbency against BJP. And if you roam around Goa, the perception of the political commentators and the journalists of Goa that what Congress faced in 2012 assembly election, BJP is going to face in 2022 assembly election. So in such a scenario where Congress is a serious contender in at least, so I was talking 31 because 6 seats MGP versus BJP there is a fight, 2 seats Goa Forward Party and BJP there will be a fight, and 1 seat independent candidate versus MGP versus BJP there is a fight. So in out of 31, if I take at least 26-27 seats, so Congress is in a serious fight with BJP. That will be straightforward fight with BJP. Okay, I'll reduce this seat of Bhalpoi, where Vishid Rane will take on the Satyavijay Naik, who BJP candidate who joined Aam Aadmi Party. So that seat also if I remove. So in 30 seats, I'm not sure what is happening in Poriam. So at least and 3 seats Congress, they don't have any candidate at this moment. So consider if you see 25-26 seats, Congress will give there is a direct fight between Congress and BJP, and in some constituencies, like there will be some other candidates also will play a very major role. So what I felt that out of this 25-26 seats, Congress should win 16-17 seats comfortably. I'm using this word comfortably. It is more than the Congress effort. It may that the BJP is facing a serious anti-incumbency, and the people of Goa, they also understand that at this moment, whether you like Congress or not, but to defeat Congress, to defeat BJP, the Congress is the only party who can win 20 seats, who can get a majority. So that will be the scenario. So if you see like 26 seats where the Congress and BJP is fighting, Congress is winning 16-17 comfortably, the number may touch 19-20 as well. Okay, so I don't feel that that BJP, where the fight is restricted between Congress and BJP in 26 seats approximately. So if Congress is winning 17-18, so BJP will win around 8 from there. Okay, and between MGP and BJP, wherever there will be a fight, if BJP will do 10, means another 3-6 seats if it's there. So I feel that BJP, the approximate numbers what will come, you're close to 10. That's what I believe. So if Congress is able to win like 18-20 seats, so BJP is 10, MGP that moment will win 4 seats, Aam Aadmi Party 1 seats. So approximately that will be the scenario. And remaining seats, remaining around 7 8 seats, that will be still not clear. Means it will be decided probably at the end, along with the momentum, everything will go. So at present, what I felt, that definitely um, Congress has an advantage in terms of number of seats, but at the same time I feel that Congress may not cross the majority, may not cross the majority. Now there is alliance talk is happening between Congress and Goa Forward Party, that is happening, and the alliance talk is happening between MGP to with BJP and MGP Congress as well. So this is happening. So in such a scenario, my understanding is the MGP will join the Congress alliance at present scenario. With their candidates also, if you see the six candidates, but they are strong, they are probably in a very good position. They can win all six seats. So that candidates, if you talk, probably their preference will be there to go along with Congress. So what I can see that there will be alliance between Congress, Goa Forward Party, and MGP. Okay. And probably Congress will fight around 26 to 28 seats in between, what I can see approximately, or maybe maximum 30 seats they will contest. So 10 seats they will be the alliance. And if you take the pre-poll alliance, like if what I am talking, like Congress, MGP, and Goa Forward Party, if the alliance happens, so what I feel, the alliance together, they will comfortably form the government, because at that moment MGP will win around close to 5 seats, Goa Forward Party 2 seats, Congress will probably touch 20 seats, okay, and so that scenario will be different. So they will comfortably, as a pre-poll alliance, so they will have the majority. That's what I can foresee at this moment. I'll be visiting Goa once again. Close to the elections, I'll be visiting more frequently, and I'll try to update it. What is my judgment? It is, once again I'm telling, it is a judgment. It is by talking with the people, talking with the political commentators, talking with the political leaders. So this is what I felt. Okay, thank you.